Hello, people arenos. How are you in that side? Welcome to my channel, Capitulo M Geek House, and welcome to another video of One Piece card game. Last weekend I was at Bologna in the regional of One Piece card game, and it was an incredible opportunity to be there with Gametrade Distribuzione, getting the coverage for the whole event. And that's what I'm getting you today. I'm releasing here the video of the coverage of the whole event. You'll be able to see some interviews, you'll be able to see some glimpses of some games, and you'll be able to see the final interview with the winner of this tournament in Bologna. So stay put and don't forget to follow my page, Capitulo M, to be always updated on my new videos. So sit, get your popcorn and watch the coverage of the event of One Piece card game regional tournament in Bologna, 9 and 10 November 2024. Hello Luca, so tell me, what do you expect for today's tournament?
With the result of Milan, I think some strange deck could be in this tournament. I hope there's some Uta player can find a game today because he had demonstrated that he can do with the double I'm invincible, can swing also versus Nami, so it's a good call. Also, you can tap the black character with backlight, and is a very nice option, I think. But if I can tell you what deck today could be win, Luffy BY. Today is the best deck with best combos, can out from very tricky situation. So this is in my opinion. So I hope something different, but for today I hope that the spicy deck could be in top 16 for tomorrow, and this is all.
What are you doing today?
Today we stream the table number 1 for the first part of the Swiss. We choose the table, so we try to see something spicy. Also for the mid-game, mid-Swiss, we try to stream the high part of the Swiss with the best deck. There's a lot of very VIP person in Italian panorama, so we hope to see that in Swiss and also in top 16.
I'm here in Bologna in the regional for One Piece, and it's been an incredible opportunity with Gametrade Distribuzione to do the coverage of all the event today. I've been doing some stream, I've been going there talking with Luca and Lorenzo about the game and about what's going on, and we are here looking at all the players playing. Now we are on round 3, and let's see if we can address some players that already finished their games to see what was their games and what went wrong, what went right, so we can see what's going on. So we are here with Cesar. He just finished his game against Nami. He's playing Reiju, and he's gonna talk to us a little bit about how was his game.
So I was quite happy when I saw the matchup because Reiju is usually good against Nami, but my hand was not that good. Like I missed stage, and my opponent played really well around pudding. So at some critical points I misordered and I drew after I trashed my Chiji, so I didn't have any Chiji because I didn't check my trash, and I lost. But it was probably a deserved loss.
Maybe a loss is never deserved because we do what we can with what we have. What was? Did you misplayed or something like that? What could you have done different to win the game?
Yeah. So even though my hand was not that good, I could have played a lot better because the matchup gives you a lot of opportunities to do well. But in one turn I had Ichiji and a Reiju, and I trashed my Ichiji, activated the effect, and I did not realize I had not picked up a big Ichiji from a search, so I did not have Ichiji. I trashed Ichiji, but I did not have it. Then I drew with Reiju, I drew the Ichiji, I realized my mistake, and I basically had Ichiji less on board. I would pay more attention next time in these situations.
It's a card game. It's always a thing when we learn in every game. Even though we win or we lose, we can always see some opportunities to get better. So Reiju, it's a very strong deck. I really don't like to play against it because it's very fast. But it's always good to learn new things when playing, and mostly having fun.
I really want to say that my opponent played really well because he respected pudding a lot as Nami. He never had more than 6 cards in hand, so he respected the card a lot, which is a way that a lot of Nami lose the matchup. So my opponent also played really well. He probably played a lot against Reiju or blue decks in general, and I do like Reiju. Unfortunately, it struggles against Black Yellow Luffy a lot, so it usually doesn't do well in tournaments. That's why I'm quite sad that I lost to a deck that isn't Luffy, because I could have probably represented the deck better.
Maybe it was the thing. You said he was expecting the pudding, so he was prepared for the matchup. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Eduardo that was playing Black Yellow Luffy and won his game. Eduardo, tell us a bit about how was your game, what strategies did you use, and what gave you the win?
Yes. I played against Lucci, so it's a good matchup for this deck. And this gameplay is if I see the Moria, I can win. If I see the Sabo, I can win. If I'm not seeing them, I cannot win. My opponent didn't see too much big guy to play. He played to Moria, but I had two Ice Age to counter them, to destroy them. So I played very good because all cards were good for the timing to play them and give me the game. Give me the game to win.
So besides your strategy and your gameplay, the draw, the luck in the draw.
The luck is always the most important thing, because this deck is a combo. It's working on to draw the little ones and play them the big ones. If you didn't see any of them, you can't win. And the Moria is the important card in this deck. Without the Moria, this deck cannot do so much. So I'm happy when I see the Moria, because I can play the game. If I cannot see it, I can't win.
Yeah, it can assess you the combos, the cycle of the small ones, of the babies.
The combo of this deck is to play. Sorry, I didn't understand. Yeah. The combo of this deck is at round 8 to use the first time the ability of the leader, and use the little ones from my hand to play them, and cycle one Luffy and one Sabo to gain +4 on my leader and be a 9,000. And the next turn starting to play Moria into Sabo and Luffy, and continue like this until my opponent has no cards to protect his life.
Okay. Did you have fun?
Yeah. This is my favorite game. It's my favorite franchise. I'm so happy that One Piece is real.
That's good. One Piece is real, guys, and thank you a lot. Okay, so we ended another turn, and we have here Antonio with us, and he just won his game with Nami.
Nami against Zoro, yes. Obviously it's a difficult matchup, but one card completely changed the matchup, because White Snake is the only card that you can win the matchup. Also, if my opponents don't play the cost 8 rush, I don't remember the name, but the dad of Luffy, what's his name?
Yeah, monkey, dragon.
Yes, dragon. If he don't play this, the game is like 50-50. And I play Nami because it's obviously the last tournament, if I can play that, because in 8 8.5 with Doffy full power and obviously Luffy purple, the deck is not good. So we try to do well with this in the last tournament.
Okay, so what is your build that you're using? You're using a Kuja Pirate build?
Yes, obviously the most stronger because the deck is not slow. You have to turbo mill, turbo trash the card, so the package of Amazon Lily is more better than Mr. One or other card. And for I play also 3 of that because I think this is obviously the last tournament of Nami, so many players can play that. So this is also stronger with Isho. Mirror obviously, and also with Isho, if you don't want 6 cards in hand, you can use this and trash 1, so you cannot do active the effect of Isho. But
Issue and pudding, you can also...
yeah, also pudding, yes. And that's it. The deck is not simple because you have to do same
lot of
things in
math.
same spot, and it's not autoplay how many people think.
Many people think it's very easy to play, you just have to counter on your turn, on your opponent's turn, but you have to do a lot of math and a lot of counting cards.
Yes.
And memorizing.
Obviously, also with matchup like Luffy, bicolor, black, yellow, if you don't play well Nami, you lose against him. You play bad with Luffy black or Lucci, you can also win together. But there is another matchup like Bonnie, Luffy black yellow. If you don't play well against this deck, you probably lose.
Do you have any advice for Nami players?
Don't play this deck in other format. But if you have another tournament of 8, is to play against the 6 attack of opponent, because now only the opponent always attack with 6, not 5, not 7. So play against this attack and not another attack if you want counter or not.
Okay. How are you in games?
Now I'm. This is 5-0 now.
Okay. So good luck for the rest of the games.
Also, in the last tournament is 1 year ago. I play at Bologna and I win the tournament, so I hope to win again.
Okay. So I hope to see you in the top cut tomorrow.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Hello everyone, we are here on the day 2 of the offline regional in Bologna, and we are very hyped to see today top 16 games and see the conclusion of the match of yesterday tournament and to see how it goes. So players are already getting in the venue and we see a lot of tables now occupied by them. Some of them are participating in the side events and are just training, tuning their decks for those games. But we are going to speak with some judges, our stream team, and see how was the end of yesterday and to see what they expect for today. So, good morning. We are here with our stream team, Lorenzo and Luca, on the start of our day 2, and we are just going to see how this day goes. So,
Good morning, everyone. Today we have a very spicy top 16 because we have one Calgara and one Marco, different from the common deck that top usually, and I think could be a good Song of the Swan for the 8.0 meta, and I'm excited to start for today because we could have or Marco or Calgara winner if it's possible.
Tsunami and one Luffy purple also.
Yeah, nice. So a different from usually top 16. And you are excited?
I'm also excited. I'm really want to see Nami playing. Having two Nami, I expect to see both of them in the final game. So, what are the games that you are most excited? If you would decide the pairings, which would be the games that you would love to see?
Absolutely, the Calgara, because if you see something like a total black deck, could be very, very strong. Also for the Marco, because is a very particular deck. Okay, so Marco I think is the best deck that we can see it for today, because it's a very particular deck. It can be tricky. We have seen at our stream in top 6 in the Swiss, and I hope that can rank up to the top 4 and be a semi-finalist.
The first match we are gonna see is Nami versus Luch.
Okay, a classic match, but a match that me and Miguel like it because there's Nami.
It is, so thank you, and let's hope to see very good games today.
Absolutely.
And it was entertaining and fun, difficult sometimes because it was a lot of new things for me to manage, so not only judging the play and helping the players, but also manage the event, looking for all the things goes correctly. But it was a nice experience. For sure, not only the one I do in my life.
Would you able to see good spicy games during yesterday?
Yeah, nice spicy game. A lot of same deck, a lot of unexpected deck. It was very fun looking for the player that try to something new, something off meta, that actually break the actual meta, because we have Marco in the top 16 and abbastanza unexpected. I don't know in English, abbastanza.
And what do you hope for today? What is the game that you anticipate the most? What would you like to see in the final?
In the final, what I'd like to see, I don't really know. I never think about what I'd like to see today. I'm more focused on learning all to manage something like an event like this, a big event, because we have a shop where we do the local in our shop. So participate in a big event like this as a judge can offer to me something different, some new skills. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you, and let's see very good games today. So I'm here with Miguel from Gametrade Distribuzione, and he's going talking to us a little bit about how was these 2 days and the organization of the tournament, how it was to organize a big event like this, and some good aspects of it.
So the first thing after we get our event from Bandai is find the location. This is the most important thing, because for this event we have 500 players, but in the future we may have bigger event, so we need a good location that can allow the people to play, have a good place. You show this day the place. This is, I love this location. Unfortunately, it's too small to have bigger event, because you want enough place to put the table to make the player play comfortably. Don't play very one packet one each other. Yeah, they need the place. We need a structure that gives us audio, video. This is for us are something important, so we can give a better experience to our player and for our streamer as well, because having a streaming is good for people who couldn't attend the tournament, or for overseas people who just are curious about this tournament. Even this is due to some unlucky circumstances. This tournament was supposed to be the first with 8 plus 5, so with the starter, but lucky this is the last with 8 without the starter. This unfortunately was something not so good for us and not for some player, because some player tested for this tournament from in the last 2 months, knowing that starter deck were legal, but unfortunately Bandai had some delay in the distribution and we had to accept the Bandai decision. This is give us some problem, because some players dropped the tournament, because I understand them. If you play for 2 months testing for a tournament in a format, and the last 2 weeks say no, it's another format, you say, well, I'm not ready for it. Yeah. So I think you understand as well. Maybe if you were a player who will drop, maybe, especially if you come from a side, you have to pay travel expense that are not cheap if you came from very far. When we choose the location, we try to find the location very easy to adjust. Bologna is one of the biggest cities in Italy. For you come overseas, it wasn't so hard to come here. We chose Milan. We were close to Malpensa airport, so it's very easy especially for overseas people. People come from other countries, or even people who come far away from Italy. Malpensa, Milano have a lot of airport and way to travel. In the future we may choose always big city, because this is an important factor, how to adjust the event. It's important for us and for the player. Another hard thing for the organization, after you find the location and find everything to location, find the staff, because the bigger the event, the biggest is the staff you need. You need a prepared staff. You need technical staff. If you talked last today with Marisa, you have someone. You have to cover every kind of problem you can have with the app, or with everything else that is electronic. You need a judge, or prepare the judge. Some people will do the scorekeeping. I spent the last 2 days doing the scorekeeping, and of course the floor judge. They are vitally important. Always people forgot about them, but they're them that work all the day long. For example, you see a judge now come here and give me the result of the match, so I can keep going the tournament. Okay, so I should turn. The hardest thing, especially in the long tournament, is checking the result, because often players forgot to input the score, and you have to run calling for him, please input the score. This is what lost to us most time. And as a player, when I do some other tournament as a player, I see every kind of organization have this problem, because often the player tend to forget to do it. And as asked to you as a player, everyone will say, please remember to input the score, because as a judge we have to run away calling for you, please. So other player who did it, don't lose time. No one lost time if everyone do just input a score. It's just a click for everyone. So please don't forget about it. Right? It's very important. My friend who did a lot of tournament ever with other kind of organization agree with this. This is a vital important thing for us as a judge and the staff, that all players play fair and follow the rule help us. Helping us input the score is very important for the tournament. So what else can I help you?
What is the feeling of now we are about in the final time of the event to see that everything was well, everything went accordingly?
Well, always in the tournament there are some little or big problem. We try to resolve as best as we can, follow the ruler, because we have to follow the rule first. You can agree or not agree the rule, but we accept the rule, and as a judge we represent Bandai, and so we have to follow the rule. Even if a player doesn't agree, so we explain them the rule, and we go with the tournament. When the tournament is over, like this, it's almost over, because it's not over. We feel tired, but happy with ourselves, because we're proud the event is going well. So our work was well done. We think this, and we hope the all the players think so. Maybe someone will not be happy this day, but after the day cooling down, they can accept it. Because if I give you a ruling, you may not accept it now, but after cooling down, after the game, you can say, okay, yes, it was right. Unfortunately, when you play, you have the adrenaline. You play with you want to win, because here is not a social play, it's not a local. You come here because you want to win. Yeah, you want to have fun, but you want to win. I will never come here in a kind of tournament just to have fun alone. I want to play to have fun. Yeah. But if I don't compete, just go to local, enjoy myself in local where I can play funny deck. But if I come in some kind of event, I think a player must know the rule and be competitive. So I accepted mistake because we are human, we are not machine. Even the machine do mistakes, so like human can do as well.
Okay, so it was a great event. From my perspective, it went everything well. It might have been some minor issues, but they were solved without the perception of everyone, which is what's supposed to happen.
I was never gonna be something that go everything well. There were gonna be always something small, but the point is how we resolve it. If we try to resolve the best way we can, following the rule, following the Bandai, how Bandai tell us to do, we try to follow it to resolve in the best solution for both the player at the table, and for all players who attend the tournament. This is our point of view, our philosophy. Let me say this.
And now, to end, it's I'm gonna try to lift a little bit of the hood. When is the next tournament?
I would like to know. Personally, what I know is Utrecht, but this is not our tournament. In Utrecht, we're gonna be the Europe, and then in February, March, gonna be the Worship. After that, unfortunately, the next year tournament schedule is not out, not even for us. So I would like to know as well, because I have to take my holidays to attend them. So I have to go to work. So I thank you so much for attending this tournament. Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
Hello, Declan.
Hello.
And first of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It was a great win, and not the first one.
The third one. Yeah.
The third one.
Yeah.
So I know that from what I saw, you had a lot of experience with this deck. It is visible in the way that you play.
Yeah.
That you know the deck and you know how to pilot it.
Yeah. I playtested it from the start of OP7, so. And I felt really comfortable with the playstyle of the deck, because I think it is the only deck in the meta that can out every situation. So gives you opportunity to win game that with other decks are unwinnable. So I like that factor of the deck.
Yeah, it is a deck that not only have one winning condition.
Yeah, because people think you play Moria and Tendons and you become 9k leader with the 2 blockers and your board is indestructible. But you have to reach that point of the game. Also because all the matchups are difficult, like Bonnie, mirror match, Black Luffy are all difficult matchup, and you have to reach that point of the game to win.
Yeah, because it's a deck that mostly wins at the end of the game, late game. So you have to be alive to get there.
Yeah.
And you are always taking lives and trying to.
You know, you have to handle really well your resources, because if you waste them in late game, you don't have cards to play the game, so it's really difficult to arrive.
And that was a thing. I've tried to play Black Yellow Luffy and I can't. But that was a thing that you did very well, because you always had cards in hand, always had lots of cards in hand. Inclusively, you used Luffy, Egghead Luffy, several times to trash
just
it
to draw,
and just to draw.
It's really good in mirror matches when you have a chain of warriors, when you
see them.
Yeah, you see them. So because the SD Luffy isn't worth it, because if you have to do Moria, is 8k and you can't win. So it's way better to just draw one and have a counter to one of his attack. So yeah.
Yeah, so that was a very good game, and congrats. You have a really nice deck playing and piloting. Most of all, and that is shown by the way that you play and the fact that you win already 3 tournaments. And for me, my congrats. Do you have any tips for players out there that want to play Black Yellow Luffy or that want to start playing One Piece?
I think you have to practice a lot with the deck, but you have to understand. You need to see a lot of
turns ahead.
Yeah. Also because during the tournament, all your turns will be different based on your hand. So you need to be very flexible on playing the deck, because there isn't a standard curve that you can do. So, but it's difficult to explain from another player, because it's an instinctive deck. So when you play, you see the cards in hand. You have to see some plays that probably in playtest you wouldn't see. So,
yeah, you have to think what can happen. And you see, if this happen, I'll do this. If this happen, I'll do that.
Above all, against Bonnie is really difficult to win. So it's a really challenging game.
Yeah, because
to play.
with that 10k, 10 Doflamingo.
You have to play around a lot of cards.
So many thanks, Dickle.
Thank you very much.
Good luck on the World Championship.
I hope to do well. Yeah.
And hope to see you.
Thank you.